Hey YouTube, Death Battle reaction. This one's new. This one just came out today. Sub up if you want me to do more. I low-key want to do Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, but I'm gonna need y'all to sub up and tell me if y'all actually want to see that, and actually if y'all actually vote with the Death Battle reactions. Tell me in the comments below. All right, chat, let's go. Bet.
Simone the Digger.
Simone the Digger.
Rayner, the White Lantern.
Two men
Isn't the other nigga white too?
born of Earth
Okay.
with the willpower to pierce
What type of white are you?
the heavens and conquer infinity.
He's Wiz and I'm Boom.
Okay, I'm guessing the other Green Lantern like Italian white. He like real white, bro. He like real Aryan white type shit.
Stick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Deep underground, Jiha village lived in dreary isolation.
I watched a little bit of Gurren Lagann, right? I haven't finished it. I watched like 7 episodes like in 2020. Is it good, chat? Do y'all know anything about it? In the comments below on YouTube, tell me if it's good. But I haven't watched anything about it, bro. I haven't watched anything about it. Nigga saying, I don't know. Okay. Nigga, I don't know. And a motherfucking getting mad at me for asking a question.
Oblivious to the wider world above their squalid cave.
That's where the hero of our story comes in.
Bet.
The young man who would lead his comrades into the sunlight at last. Kamina, the great and mighty. Oh, and his little brother from another mother, Simone. He was there too, I guess.
Simone
This nigga 6'1"?
was a digger, content to drill endlessly through the
No, he's not. He's not 6'1". How tall is everybody else in his universe? Damn. He go up to her waist.
Kamina, the great and mighty. Oh, and his little brother from another mother, Simone. He was there too, I guess.
Simone
Bro, turn this shit off. Let's play Pop Tropica. Okay.
was a digger, content to drill endlessly through the dirt, until the day he found the core drill.
A key that activated the mysterious buried mech that Kamina named Lagann. Under his magnificently masculine leadership, Kamina finally drilled their way to freedom, seeing the sun after a life in the dark.
But the sky was by no
Damn. They digging and she still got a bikini on, bro. And she not covered in dirt or nothing, bro. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Not covered in dirt or nothing, bro. Matter of fact, it looked like she just got oiled up. Nigga, you was just in Satan's asshole in the earth's crust. What the hell?
But the sky was by no means the limit. The surface was ruled by the cruel chimeric beastmen, and Kamina would lead his compatriots against them to reclaim the Earth for humanity, scoring a second mech in the process, aptly named Gurren.
And as befits Kamina and Simone's unbreakable brotherly bond, Gurren and Lagann merged, creating Gurren Lagann.
With
Gurren
Kamina
Lagann.
piloting the body and Simone the head, these two were unstoppable.
Of all the giant fighting robots in all the animes across history, Gurren Lagann might just be the absolute coolest, fueled by its pilot's willpower and capable of making any weapon they can imagine.
Including missiles, a jetpack, a sunglasses boomerang, and of course,
Drills! Wrist-mounted drills, kunai drills, shield drills, kamehameha drills, and everyone's favorite, the Giga Drill Bureku! Side note, it is so funny that the only thing they could think of was drills. That's like if I made booze or something, my whole personality.
with Gurren Lagann's awesome power, Kamina laid waste to enemy forces, liberated human villages, and fomented a rebellion against the Beastmen King, Lord Genome.
Until Kamina died. Oh, wait, shit, was that supposed to happen?
No.
Fuck. I should have watched the anime before they over here start giving me spoilers and shit.
Nope, and it was all
Alright, bro.
Simone's fault. He let his willpower waver, and his soul brother paid the price.
Holy fuck. Damn, that would have been cool to watch in an anime, but I had to watch it in a death battle video.
After all, he was just a humble digger, at home in the darkness, guided solely by the light of Kamina's spirit.
So his big bro left him with these final words.
What's up?
Have faith in the Simone who believes in you. Damn.
Kamina was the one looking up to him the whole time. It was Simone who found Lagann, Simone who pierced the surface, and Simone who would now lead humanity to victory.
Especially with his gal pal Nia at his side, who helped pull him out of his rut and kick Lord Genome's ass. But victory only lasted
And all this shit happened in only like 25 episodes? Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna need to binge this show.
7 years before the anti-spiral attacked.
Unimaginably powerful godlike aliens, the anti-spiral feared humanity's potential, what they dubbed the spiral nemesis.
Remember how Gurren Lagann runs on fighting spirit? Turns out that's just a manifestation of spiral power, an energy that all spiral beings, like humans, have. That's right, the laws of physics run on chutzpah.
Just as the spiral turned inward represents endless obsession and madness, the spiral turned outward spins forever into infinity, the perfect representation of humanity's evolutionary potential.
Potential Simone would use as he led
I'm gonna suck the semen out of semen.
Team Gurren across the multiverse to take the fight to the anti-spiral. And this is when Gurren Lagann gets crazy.
Channeling spiral power lets
Nigga, they in space?
you constantly adapt to threats, no matter how overwhelming. Simone can create portals to different realities and higher dimensions. He can generate force fields, absorb energy attacks, and even merge Gurren Lagann with bigger and stronger machines.
Nigga, I was on episode 6 and they were like ants in the grass. They in space. Damn, power scaling on ADHD, bro. Power scaling more crazier than Dragon Ball. What the hell?
Creating the Arc Gurren Lagann, which is strong enough to shatter space and time with a punch.
Or the Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann, which can fire lasers that are fast enough to hit, and I quote, all time, space, and dimensions.
What?
All within a Planck instant.
That's the smallest unit of time
What's a Planck instant?
physically possible.
What? What the fuck?
Meaning each laser would have to be moving 4.6
That's like faster than the speed of light, right?
times 10 to the 117th power times faster than light.
That's the first time that number was ever uttered. That number didn't exist until right now. Now they just punching their calculator. Niggas doing the Dougie on their calculator and seeing what type of bullshit they can come up with. What the fuck do you mean, bro? What the fuck do you mean, bro?
Oh, well, looks like this wins the award for fastest calculated speed feat in our show's history.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy, bro. When your number a fucking formula in it of itself, and you're talking about you that faster than the speed of light.
Congratulations.
You better not lose no fight. You better not lose no fight, bro.
Gurren Lagann.
Move over, SpongeBob. You've been dethroned.
Fucking SpongeBob.
Oh, and the guidebook says they hit an innumerable number of enemies across infinite universes. You literally cannot calculate how fast that is.
But it wasn't.
Okay, so they hit everybody in the infinite. Okay. This power scaling was done by a 5-year-old, bro. When you playing against a 5-year-old and in superhero battles against a 5-year-old, and they start talking about how they powerful and shit.
Enough to escape the anti-spiral's greatest trap, the multiverse labyrinth, an attack that imprisons
The multiverse labyrinth? Wait, nah, go back. What the fuck are you talking about?
Guidebook says they hit an innumerable number of enemies across infinite universes. You literally cannot calculate how fast that is.
But it wasn't enough to escape the anti-spiral's greatest trap, the Multiverse Labyrinth, an attack that imprisons Simon in his own unique multiverse, forced to experience an infinite number of alternate realities that controlled his mind, permanently arresting him in a dream world.
Except Simon and his spiral power are just built different, and after being inspired by his bro, Simon absorbed that whole multiverse to escape.
What makes this even more impressive is that this labyrinth was 11-dimensional.
Nah, yo, chat. They gonna have to explain. I'm gonna need to watch the anime because I don't feel like they explained it correctly, bro. This nigga left a interdimensional labyrinth because he was built different. Because he had that dog in him.
Meaning, Simon absorbed a higher dimensional structure.
I'm gonna use that same logic next time I'm drinking and driving, bro.
Several orders of infinity.
Nigga, if he can escape a whole nother multiverse, I can drive my way home. The hell?
Greater than himself. The jump between dimensions is basically infinite. Each new dimension adds a new direction of space that extends infinitely, thus an infinite gap in size and scope.
What?
Oh, we're just getting started. Imagine a two-dimensional drawing interacting with a three-dimensional person.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like fourth dimension is time and shit. 11th dimension?
That's not too far off from what actually happened.
Because when Simon absorbed the multiverse labyrinth, he merged with every alternate universe version of himself.
Oh my god, nigga.
Including an alternate universe Simon who is writing his own alternate universe version of Gurren Lagann. And that author's spiral power made his fictional Simon real, adding another to the mix.
Wait.
This nigga talked to the writer of the show? Am I hearing that correctly? It's okay, I have a manuscript. It's one I've written in secret with the intent to... Oh my god, bro, what?
Who is writing his own alternate universe version of Gurren Lagann. And that author's spiral power made his fictional Simon real, adding another to the mix.
Wait, if every human being has spiral power, you're telling me we can all do this shit?
This all gave our Simone enough spiral power to form the next...
Okay, bet. I'm gonna bet all my money on this next parlay hitting because, nigga, I can, like, if I have this shit, I can connect to the universe that like hits that shit. So I'm gonna bet my whole fucking house on this next parlay, bro. I'm gonna become a billionaire, bro. What the fuck?
Step in mecha evolution. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
This
Just adding words, bro.
is when Gurren Lagann gets actually fucking crazy.
Okay.
Like shooting missiles that alter probabilities so they have a 100% chance of hitting you, or tossing galaxies around like frisbees. Sorry, did I say galaxies? I meant universes.
Simon's power was so immense that he started generating super spiral space, a higher dimension encompassing our own universe.
With it, Simon turns his thoughts into reality, letting him create his mech and all of its weapons in the first place.
Not only does this
Nigga went from a shitty version of Bob the Builder to goddamn Goku with Viagra pills.
mean he no longer needs co-pilots, he can also regenerate any damage done to him or his mech just by willing it back into existence.
Like when Lord Genome used spiral power to survive quantum breakdown, or the time Nia, now the best wife in the universe, used spiral power to constantly regenerate her body from being erased at the informational level for 7 days straight.
Information in physics is essentially the ones and zeros that make up every possible outcome in reality. Nia literally regenerated from the statistical certainty of her own destruction.
If I have spiral power, whiz, when the fuck is my leg growing back?
When even this was not enough for the anti-spiral, Simon
Yeah, like if she beat like the 100% chance of her leg leaving, I most certainly can beat like the over-under on my parlays. I can most certainly do that shit.
evolved one more time.
Into Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann!
This mech is so big, its size is literally incalculable. And
Okay. I think I seen this nigga in like the power scaling videos that I used to watch when I was like 12, and like a motherfucker was stronger than Goku. Okay.
With a drill somehow even larger than that, Simon and his friends shattered the anti-spiral once and for all.
Hey, cruel indifference of the universe! Meet the indomitable human spirit!
Proving Kamina's word.
Bring your brother back, bitch. Bring your brother back, bitch. Do that then. Oh, you can't. Nigga, I thought you was all encompassing power. Bring your brother back, ho.
Words prophetic that Simon's drill is the drill that would pierce the heavens.
With no more worlds left to conquer, Simon chose to wander the earth for the rest of his days, in service to others.
Always looking up, for all the lights in the sky are stars, and every star another world of spiral cousins that can live free.
All thanks to a humble digger.
Nigga started off the show with a shovel. What the hell?
The universe is a
Alright, White Lantern, you better be... I don't know, you better be tonguing down Jesus in the ass, bro. You better be doing something crazy.
dangerous place. Should you find yourself face to face with an interdimensional vampire, alien dictators, or this one really pissed off cat, you know who to call.
The Green Lantern Corps! They're the Space Fuzz, an intergalactic police force founded billions of years ago by blue leprechaun gods.
And the greatest Green Lantern among them was everyone's favorite, Hal Jordan.
You know him, you love him, you might hate him, but you gotta respect the man with a will as unbreakable as Hal's.
Until the day his will broke.
After his hometown got completely obliterated, Hal lost his mind. He rampaged through the core, killing everyone in his path, and absorbed the central power battery, the literal Green Lantern.
Becoming the Emerald Tyrant, Parallax.
There was only one survivor of Parallax.
Okay, I don't know anything about this nigga. He cold?
His killing spree, Ganthet, and with what remained of his strength, he gave the last Green Lantern ring.
Nigga, bro, look at how shiny his fucking...
Ganthet. And with what remained of...
Motherfucker, I'll flick this nigga in his forehead. He'll topple over, bro. There is no way his body can balance that big-ass noggin he got, bro. There is no way. You know them little kids with the deformed head that if you drop them the wrong way, they'll die? That's what this dude looked like. That's what this dude looked like, bro.
Of his strength.
Built like Dennis. Okay.
He gave the last Green Lantern ring in the universe to a human, Kyle Rayner.
So, was Kyle picked for his indomitable willpower like Hal was?
He was just there. He had no idea what was going on. Must feel good being given the most dangerous magical weapon in existence to figure out on your own. Hey, if Colonel Sanders, Daffy Duck, Space Wheat, and a sentient box can master it, what's your excuse, Kyle?
The Green Lantern ring can do anything, fulfilling any wish its user desires as though it were a genie from a lamp.
It lets you...
I wish for some hoes. I wish for some bitches.
You fire energy blasts, create force fields, affect gravity, turn invisible, and...
Nigga, I wouldn't even save the world, bro. I wouldn't even save the world, bro. I would just get bitches on my dick.
Intangible, manipulate matter, time travel, warp reality, and erase things from existence.
Think we're exaggerating? Well, consider the time Kyle stretched the very fabric of space to increase the Planck length.
Oh yeah, we know you need bitches. Watch out, bro. Like, chill out.
A billion times over. That's like stretching an inch into a light year.
Dennis would make a green fleshlight. Why it gotta be green? Why I got... What's good with y'all, bro?
Lanterns control time and space, letting them fly so fast they can create a Speed Force singularity.
Tapping into the Speed Force requires entering a higher dimension.
Speed Force singularity, what that mean?
Of space, requiring speeds that are not only faster than light, but totally immeasurable. And the rings have an artificial intelligence that...
I don't give a fuck. This nigga put every single number that ever existed in his number that was faster than the speed of light. He put all them bitches in there. I don't care what the hell you got.
Operates just as fast, automatically protecting its user from danger.
This nigga pressed every goddamn button on his calculator and said, I'm that faster than the speed of light.
Like the time that Poozer Kilowog survived being erased from existence by the Crisis on Infinite Earth.
The ring is fueled by its users' willpower and limited only by their imagination.
While Hal may have had the greatest willpower in the Corps, Kyle's imagination is unmatched, probably because he's a comic book artist. And we know from this show, they think of some wild shit.
But the Green Lantern's most recognizable ability is their constructs, Kyle's speciality.
Samurai armor, pirate ships, giant dragons, actual working home computers, and his favorite, super fighting robots. Hey, that one looks familiar.
Kyle can make them strong enough to lift the Spectre, who weighs as much as eternity.
Or hold back a 12.3
This nigga weighs as much as eternity, bro.
dimensional Big Bang. Wait, 0.3? DC's multiverse has 12.3 dimensions? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
The ring's only downside is that it's limited to 24 hours before needing a recharge.
So it
Oh, okay. Yeah, this nigga fucked.
can blow up universes, but it has the battery of an iPhone. Never mind.
So? What? Acting like that's a drawback. Like, what?
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
It's like, when are you gonna find a villain that strong that where you gotta fight them for 24 hours straight? What?
Although I'd say Kyle's biggest weakness was Kyle. With
Oh.
great power came no responsibility.
Perhaps a manifestation of Kyle's self-doubt. Any reflection came too late, though, when one of Kyle's villains brutally murdered his girlfriend, Alex, and put her body in a fridge.
Kyle wasn't the
In a fridge?
only one traumatized. This
Like a sloppy ass version of Jeffrey
moment
Dahmer.
was so infamous, it started the trope called fridging.
For how female characters are often sacrificed as mere plot devices to further a male character's development.
So it might surprise you that it happened to Kyle again.
Kyle finally got serious. He
Damn, nigga, what the fuck?
became a prominent member of the Justice League, faced off against Hal, and even rebuilt the Green Lantern Corps better than ever.
But little did he know, this torchbearer's greatest journey had
Semen got a curse in it, bro. Semen gonna leave you dead in a fucking fridge, bro. Don't deal with this nigga Kyle.
only just begun.
Kyle's so bad at saving the day, he started a whole feminist discourse.
In order to save Ganthet from an emotional lobotomy, it's a long story, he had to master all the colors of the emotional electromagnetic spectrum.
There are 7 colors, each representing a different emotion. The
Okay.
yellow light of fear lets Kyle manipulate the worst horrors in your mind. The more scared you are of him, the stronger he becomes.
Orange light is fueled by bottomless avarice, possessing Kyle to absorb not merely his enemies' attacks, but also their souls.
Red is rage, ripping out Kyle's heart and replacing his blood with napalm, which sounds like it sucks, but it's metal as hell.
Blue light is powered by hope and allows Kyle to heal wounds, resist mental domination, and supercharge his ring.
Indigo is compassion, reducing his opponent's will to fight and letting him open portals across space, connecting him to others.
The final one was the
Dennis,
sapphire
Dennis,
light
Dennis,
of
Dennis,
love.
what y'all
With
want?
it, he can trap enemies within crystal matrices and control their minds. But Kyle only mastered it by forgiving himself for Alex's tragic death.
Oh, self-love. I get it. Must be nice. And
You're talking about high.
with their powers combined, he doesn't just make his enemies taste the rainbow.
The lights of the spectrum merged, and Kyle became a White Lantern with total control over the power of life.
Wiz, I cannot think of an attack more useless in a death battle than something that makes you
Why you gotta be white?
live.
Empowered by the physical embodiment of all life in the DC multiverse, Kyle is vastly more powerful.
Why couldn't he be an Asian lantern? Why couldn't he be an Indian lantern? Why couldn't he be a black lantern? I'm just asking questions.
Than any other lantern in existence.
Far stronger than
Why couldn't he be a woman lantern? Cause y'all only talking about white men, you know? Like, come on now. Like now I'm seeing why this nigga started a feminist debate. Now I'm seeing why this nigga started a feminist revolution, bro. Like, for real.
Hal, who could harness the energy of every power battery across the multiverse.
Not only can Kyle instantly heal all wounds, purify corruption, and
Dennis, respectfully, please mute your mic. No, bro, I want to talk. I want to say some shit, please.
resurrect the dead, the white light of life is strong enough to go up against threats to all of creation, like the Anti-Monitor.
Okay, so it's not totally
The Anti-Monitor? That sounds like a virus protector on my computer. I'm not scared of that shit.
Useless.
Especially after Kyle visited the source and acquired the life equation. Essentially,
What?
the source code to reality, the life equation is mathematical proof that life is worth living.
With it, Kyle can alter all of reality at a whim, even threatening the new gods like Darkseid.
The life equation, like its counterpart, the anti-life equation, is a conceptual artifact from a higher reality, originating in a platonic realm that is, in a sense, more real than we are.
So it's not a shock that the equation made Kyle too powerful.
He struggled to control it, and it
Okay, he a bitch. He a bitch. He a bitch, nigga. He a bitch. My nigga Seaman the Digger gonna get him, bro. My nigga Seaman the Digger gonna get him, bro.
consciously manifested a being composed of his fears and
I'm squirting.
anxieties. Oblivion. Kyle's greatest weakness was still himself.
Kyle spent his whole life struggling with the power that the gods granted him, and throughout it all, he always rose to the occasion, carrying the universe on his back.
But ultimately, the only way to stop power from corrupting is to spread it. So Kyle split the life equation into pieces to found his second core, the White Lanterns. And together, they shattered Oblivion, destroying the self-doubt that plagued Kyle once
Okay, can he bring out his crew? Can he bring out his crew in the fight?
and for all.
Not bad for a comic book geek from LA.
And now he was the one giving out rings of unlimited power to people who weren't sure if they could command it.
So he told them the truth. You can't teach someone how to use such power. You have to learn yourself, making mistakes along the way.
But with the power of life at their command, there's no end to their journey, only endless beginnings.
Chat, run a poll. Who y'all think's winning? Or run predictions. Run predictions. Run predictions. Bro said, yap, white nigga loses. Run predictions. Why is Beerus here?
Hey, remember Beerus versus Sailor Galaxia? No? Well, that's because it was taken off YouTube for being too anime. But we've got a solution.
No, it wasn't.
It's our own website. That's www.death.
Run predictions, bro, please. My mods are fucking useless, bro.
Battle.gg. It's like our own private Patreon, with a store for death metal merch and a complete death metal video archive. It's got episodes that YouTube has banned, blocked, and censored, and there's even more goodies
Appreciate
on the
it, bro.
way. So check out deathbattle.gg live right now.
Nah, I don't want you to make a poll. I want y'all to make predictions, but
All right, the combatant.
yeah, Simon the Digger, Seaman the Digger. Why you got your name as Simon and you say it's Seaman, bro? Damn, bro.
SAR set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
All right, chat, lock in. Okay, niggas just breaking mountains for the hell of it. Okay.
All right, I'm not rusty at all.
Hey dude, Green Lantern Officer Kyle Rayner here. Ring says you've got a Class A galactic super weapon, whatever that is. I'm thinking it's the
The fuck you gonna do about it, nigga?
giant mech. Why don't you hand it over?
Gurren
No.
Lagann's mine, officer. Just who the hell do you think you are? I'm told I'm bad with authority.
Tell
Okay.
me about it. 4!
4?
Ah, this nigga hitting you with fucking Smash Bros moves, bro. Nigga joking with you and hit you with like Tiger Woods, bro.
That's nothing! My drill will pierce the heavens! Turn your toe for Gurren Lagann!
Okay, you white now. Show him white power. Show him white power. Show him how strong that is.
We do the impossible.
See the invisible.
Touch the untouchable.
Break the unbreakable.
If you ain't know?
Now you know!
Yeah, these niggas would use Goku as a fucking cum rag.
I'm Simone the Digger! If there's a wall in my way, I'll smash it down!
Stop fighting. Think about your fear of death, your love of your friends, your compassion for me, your hope for the future. Choose life.
Think about that one girl's titties, bro. Think about how big and bouncy and wet they were when y'all was 40 feet underground. Like, how did she manage to wash them? Think about that shit, bro. Matter of fact, how the fuck did she even manage to wash them? Now, deadass, think about it. Because I want to know.
Have faith in the Simone that believes in you.
Super Tekken Topa Gurren Lagann! My drill is the drill that will transcend the heavens! Giga Drill Free!
Let's show the fucking Beyblade battle. Battle of the goddamn anal beads.
The super weapon wasn't your mech. It was me.
My anal beads stronger than yours.
Then, Simone, I'm taking you in brightest day, in blackest night. No evil shall.
Ah, yeah, just throw hands. Just throw hands, bro.
Let those who worship evil's might beware my power.
Nah, Simon got it. Simon got it. Simon got it. Simon got it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, boy.
You'd make a good lantern.
Simone of Earth, you have been chosen.
Just who the hell do you think I am?
KO! For the guy with the snazzy sunglasses.
Bro, I knew it. I knew it. You're in my ear. Shut the fuck up. My fault, bro. My fault, bro.
When both combatants possess unlimited power, it's hard to judge them by our normal standards. Take speed. Simone can hit an
Simon broke into our reality. Kyle just inspired Snow Bunny conversation groups.
infinite number of targets all at once, and Kyle can fly fast enough to surpass the normal
I knew it. Shut the fuck up. Everyone knew. Okay, goddamn.
concept of speed
Alright.
itself.
When you control space and time, things like strength and speed.
Nah, I understand. I understand. W video though. W video though. Ayo, if you want more, I want to do a Ben 10 versus Green Lantern next. So if you want more, sub up. Alright, y'all.